Wow.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
We're never supposed to see snow like this in the bus.
Alright, I'm gonna go clean off the solar panels.
Alright.
It's like 2 inches, 3 inches. Oh my gosh. Actually pretty crazy.
Would you guys believe me if I told you that we're still in Arizona? We were not expecting to be in snow like this. Jimmy is cleaning off the solar panels so that we can get some sun coming in. Our pipes have frozen, so we've got to wait for them to thaw out before we have water. But this is such a pretty place to be snowed in.
I'm definitely standing on ice right now.
Oh really? Be really careful. Please don't fall. See, the sun's coming out.
Wow. Ah, it's snowy.
It is super cold outside right now, and neither of us are very used to snow. This is honestly the most snow I have ever seen at once. I'm pretty confident to say that. And I'm not counting man-made snow, but I'm really thankful for our diesel heater right now because it's honestly pretty cozy inside the bus. Our pipes are still frozen though.
It feels counterintuitive, but I think we're actually getting more heat from the sun than we are like cold. And so, yeah, I feel like as long as the windows are warm, then we can probably drop these and get a little bit of warmth from the outside. And it's pretty, so it's worth it.
It is so pretty. By the time I'm done making everything that I wanted to make for my breakfast, Jimmy's been done with his for like at least 10 minutes. This happens almost every day.
I'm really sorry I have not been able to shave yet because our water pipes are still frozen and our dishes are kind of piling up because of it. Natalie had the good idea of boiling water and then running it down the drain to try to like melt the ice, but I think all that's done is filled up our sink even more.
Because our fresh water thawed out, so we have running water. We just don't have a working drain.
Well, even then, I think our fresh water is freezing over again, based off the pump. So this is what it sounds like when we try to use the fresh water. All right, so that's the pump. It's supposed to have cut off by now. Oh, okay. Usually it cuts off within a few seconds, and it did cut off this time, but it took longer than normal. So I feel like it is freezing over.
We were in Flagstaff for the last week or so, but we saw the weather there. It was supposed to snow, where at the Grand Canyon, where we are now, it was only supposed to rain. So I don't know what happened, but this is obviously not rain, and we were just fully snowed in. It's not the worst situation to be in, but I mean, we had plans. We weren't planning on like just being inside. It's a huge icicle. I guess this one must have fell because it's even bigger.
I never thought our bus would have icicles on it.
That's like the size of my like forearm. This is very satisfying. It's like a little sculpture. I don't know why it formed like that. And then I can see this is like sliding off. I go, ooh, okay.
Oh, is that a J?
That's a J. It's really cold.
You're gonna throw that at me?
I can't. You look too cold. Or what do I throw it at?
Throw it at the tire. Nice.
Oh gosh. I don't get how people grow up in the snow. We were in the desert like a week ago.
It just falls apart.
Oh, it needs the warmth from your bare hands to like pack it in.
I'm not taking off my gloves.
That's fair. That's the only reason you're the one doing the snowman is because you actually have gloves.
Alright, this might be a really small snowman because it's not really sticking.
Oh, that's really cute. Have you ever built a snowman before?
Yes, I've built a snowman. Have you?
Really?
Have you never built a snowman?
No, there was never enough snow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's really cute. Oh, do we still have baby carrots?
I think you ate one.
Oh, we have trail mix inside. So you could get some raisins for the buttons.
What is it with you and food? We got sticks out here.
I'm just gonna attract all the wildlife to our campsite.
I'll just use more of this stick.
Okay, that works. It's gonna be boring and inedible.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be edible. That's not a requirement. Alright,
Getting there.
getting there.
He looks pretty good as is. I like the minimalist approach with the no expression.
Maybe, let's see if we can do one more thing.
Okay. Aww.
It's supposed to be a top hat.
Oh, that's cute. He looks so dapper.
He's ready for his business meeting. I got one more idea.
Really? Okay.
There you go. It's an icicle cane for him.
Oh,
So it's got a little, I don't know if you can see it, but
look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at the way that he is sitting. Little update. It is 5:35 in the evening. Our sink drain is still frozen, so we're not able to drain our sink. And Jimmy decided to just shave anyway, which I think was a good decision. But right now, our sink is just kind of a dirty dish soup. It's not ideal. I really wish it would drain, and at this point, I don't think it's gonna drain today. I think we'll just have to try luck tomorrow, hopefully. That's just the challenges of living in a bus in the winter, I guess. But that leaves us with trying to figure out what to do for dinner. And I really don't mind cooking something. I think it would be nice. I just don't want to have a bunch of dirty dishes at the end of the day. Yesterday, we just had trail mix for dinner. That wasn't because of a frozen drain. Our drain was fine. We were just being lazy. But I don't really want to do trail mix for dinner 2 nights in a row.
it's looking pretty gross in here.
Yeah, it's nasty. Like, it's not even that bad. It's just coffee grounds right now.
Maybe I could go outside and try to fix it.
Ooh,
Or you could.
I could. I did build the gray water system.
That's true.
So I think Jimmy's gonna go try and unclog the drain so that we don't get it absolutely disgusting by making something. And I am gonna start cooking something for dinner. I see small bubble. Ooh, it's gone.
The elbow came undone, so that's why it drank, because it just like opened up. So can you give me out some gloves? And then,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to go reattach it. Did you do it?
I'm doing it.
I think I broke Natalie's gray water system. It was frozen, so I tried to rattle it to break the ice, and I ended up just disconnecting the 2 pipes underneath the bus, and now all the water just kind of spilled out onto the ground, which fixed our sink issue. Now our sink is dry, but now the pipes are disconnected, and I just feel the life of me can't get it back together. So Natalie's gonna go out and try to connect them, and she might have better luck than me because she was the one that designed it in the first place.
He drained the sink at least.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Thank you, plumber Nat. That's definitely still leaking a little.
That's okay.
When it's warm, I feel like I could get it on better. Well, I'm technically the one cooking. Jimmy's sitting here rubbing my back the whole time.
I gotta contribute somehow.
Yeah, he's not off the hook.
The last time I tried to help, I just broke something, and she had to go outside and fix
Aw.
it. So
In 6 minutes, we'll have chicken Alfredo. ready?
I'm ready. Thank you, Nat. This looks really good.
You're welcome.
Imagine if you didn't have any back rubs while we made that.
I can't imagine.
That would have been awful.
It wouldn't have turned out that good. Wow. Oh my god.
Oh, it's like ice though.
Really? It's pretty cold. Our snowman is still thriving. He's got a little bit of snow on top of his hat.
Well, that's very cold.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're getting more watts now that you've done that.
Really?
Yeah.
What are we at now?
125.
That's better.
It's better.
So this is actually day 4 of us being at this campsite, and I think we've let the snow and the comfy vibes get the better of us because our bus has gotten a little messy. I don't know if you can tell. So Natalie and I, we're gonna spend some time and clean it up, make it look nice and pretty before we go outside and play in the snow. That'll be kind of like our reward. Oh boy. What do I start with? All right, I think we've done it. And by the camera time, I think that it took us about 8 minutes, which is really not bad.
Because it was pretty messy in here.
It was pretty messy.
To be fair, normally when we clean, we would also do the dishes, but our water's frozen, so we're off the hook for that one. Even at its messiest, it only takes us like 15 minutes maximum to clean the bus, which is one thing I love.
Now what?
We get to go play in the fun, cold snow. It's so cold.
It's pretty cold.
This past time won't help me getting over it.
Look who's come to see me. The boy who lived.
Oh my gosh, that's a big icicle.
Like, I want to, like, throw it, you know? Shattered.
So we decided that we should probably go out and explore the snow a little, despite not really having very good winter clothes. I've got a really solid jacket for this, and Jimmy has really good shoes, but between the two of us, we don't have an entire good, sorry.
Am I distracting you?
Yes. I can like hear the whoosh sound whenever you throw it.
What, the sound of me missing?
Yeah, it sounds like a miss.
Way off.
But we're out in we're in a national forest and nobody else is around here. When we pulled up, initially it wasn't snowing. It wasn't even supposed to snow. It was supposed to rain a little. And everyone else has gone. We haven't seen anyone in the last 4 days. And we've just been out here chilling in the snow. It's kind of nice having the solitude. It's just, gosh, Jimmy is really just having the time of his life. I'm trying to be reflective, Jimmy.
Maybe someday when I've grown older, I can see it all clear from above.
You can't put our cute little snowman on that atrocity. Looks like an asteroid. There we go.
We already have a snowman. We don't need to.
But it's a lonely calling. Yeah, it's a lonely
I really thought we were the only people out here, but apparently not.
I'm trying to fix what is broken. My time is running out in the sun.
It's snowing again. We are absolutely snowed in and it's still going, and tonight it's supposed to be 9 degrees. Our only source of heat is our Chinese diesel heater that we installed under one of our dinette seats, and it's working great, honestly. But the other day we ran out of diesel for it, and we just siphoned some from our bus's diesel tank. And it's a little bit annoying to have to do, but it's a great backup option and lets us not have to drive into town in icy conditions. He's so cute.
Buddy, put them on this one.
Yeah, I guess so. So Jimmy's been clearing off the hood of the bus because even though we're not leaving today, we want to try and get it ready so that we can leave tomorrow morning. And it's kind of hard to start the bus when it's really cold outside, so we're thinking that if we can get all the snow off of it, that'll maybe help a little. It certainly won't hurt. All right, so we tried like a lot of times and the bus is not starting. So I think we're probably not going to be able to leave tomorrow. I think we might be here for a few more days at least.
We've known we've had issues with the glow plugs for a while now, and we do have plans to like go and fix those. And we were hoping we could get that done before our first snow day on the bus, and obviously that did not work out. And now we're kind of, what's the phrase?
Stranded.
Stranded.
We came up here because it wasn't supposed to snow, and I guess the winter storm followed us here. So it's been snowing for like 4 days. So we're still here in our snowy campsite. The snow has melted quite a bit. Last night was honestly probably our roughest night in the bus yet. Our carbon monoxide detector started going off around 11 p.m. So we had to turn off our diesel heater, which made it really, really cold in here because it was 20 degrees outside. So we had to go stand outside, air out the bus just to be extra safe, even though we're hoping it was a false positive. But either way, it was a very cold night. While we're outside, we hear like the wolves going. I think they're responding to our alarm because it's like a high-pitched beeping noise, which just kind of added to the stress, honestly. But today this is the warmest day that we're supposed to have for the next week, where the high is like in the 40s or so. So we are gonna try and start the bus. And if it doesn't crank, we're gonna need to stay here for like 5 more days until it hopefully, once it hits like 60 degrees, we should be fine. We're planning to get all this resolved for the bus, so we've got it under control. We're just waiting until the appointment, and this is just what we got to deal with for now. But we're hoping that the bus will start and we can actually leave today. And we're hoping that it'll start with enough time for us to go visit the Grand Canyon before, because we're not staying in this town another night. If we can get it started, we're going to drive to Warmth pretty much as soon as possible. But it would be nice if we could see the Grand Canyon before we leave because we're only a mile away from it right now. We've got the hood popped so that the sun is directly on the engine block to try and help it heat up faster. Jimmy's already done the glow plug cycle several times, even though we're pretty sure our glow plugs are shot. So this should be our best bet, and if it starts, we're gonna be 2 very happy campers. That's close.
That's close. You ready?
Yep.
Oh,
It did it, right?
I think it's doing it. Jeez. Well, that's a relief.
Yeah. So that obviously didn't sound great, but it's running, which is all we really needed. So we're gonna make it out of here. And thanks for bearing with us. This is not what we expected when we rolled into this campsite. But we made it out and we're okay. So